Pleased to welcome you tonight to this panel discussion titled Green Business, Trends and Opportunities for Redefining a Career. This is a part of a larger sustainability series that we're doing across the college, coordinated by our Director of Environmental Sustainability, Sadie Ross. I want to, at the beginning here, also thank Central State CEO, who are co-sponsors.
Actually, Dr. Shrimpton, where did you go? Nikki and I were very excited to answer the call when the CEO, or the Center State CEO and the Metropolitan Development Association approached our former dean, who's now the Associate Provost, Deb Amory, and asked, what is Empire State College doing to address the need for education around sustainability in upstate New York? And Deb's answer was probably something like this: let me think about that and get back to you. And so Deb came to Nikki and me and said, let's put something together. And so we did. Because one of the things about Empire State College, is anyone familiar with the college? Pretty familiar with it? We're a non-traditional school. We're very nimble. We're very intellectually and curricularly agile. And so we developed a series of courses that one could assemble into a degree program. And are you interested to know what the courses sound like? You want to hear some of them? So here's some samples, because I don't want anyone to panic, thinking I'm going to read off of a long list. But some of them include one of my favorite courses that I'm the most passionate about and that I research and write about in the HRD literature is a course called Ethics in the Ecology of Business, borrowed very affectionately and very enthusiastically from Paul Hawkins' idea about the ecology of commerce. If you haven't read this book, it really turned me around the way I think about how, because I'm pro-business, I admit it, about how I think about business. He also has an excellent Harvard Business Review case study that's actually a PDF on the internet called A Roadmap for Natural Capitalism that we use in the Ethics and Ecology of Business course. Another course is Industrial Ecology, Organizational Change and Management for Sustainability, because along with helping an organization make a transition to become a sustainable organization, you have to think about not just the technology and the engineering, but what else do you have to think about when you're changing an organization?
People.
Exactly. So there's a course that deals with that. Who knew that you could make a living studying relationships and actually offering a college course studying relationships? There's a course, it's a social sciences course called Building Social Capital, because relationships are important in the move towards sustainability as well. One can, as we will probably hear some about in a minute, design and pursue a bachelor's degree in business in a concentration called Business and Sustainability. Does that make sense? And then we're getting ready to be hopefully approved by New York State Department of Education to offer a certificate that would be 4 courses that one could come here even if you already have a degree. If you want to retool, reinvent yourself, and get a green job, you could come and take 4 courses as a non-matriculated student here. So we're very excited about that.
My name is John, and I was lucky enough to come across the fine faculty, Dr. Shrimpton and Dr. Gedro here. I was looking for a career change. I had gone to college originally back in 1950-something. It's a joke. Nobody laughed. I think it's on me, yeah. Maybe the 30s. But I left my degree somewhere on the ground there, so I was lucky enough to be offered an opportunity after a buyout from a local manufacturing plant that was going to outsource the workers to roll it into getting my degree. So I came here, and it was fortuitous. They were just unrolling the program, so I believe I was the first sustainability and business graduate here with a BS. And so far, so good. It's mixed results in the recession. I kind of imagined things would go a little smoother. I'd come out into the brand new green economy, and it would just be a carpet like you see in the, I'm not sure the financial services company, but they roll the there's, can I move around with this? Fancy. I'll bring them around the table if you like. I'm passing them out to companies that have engaged this program. And actually taking their picture and different things for Frank Satera. He actually runs it out of the Small Business Development Center. So, but what it is a program to actually help small and medium business owners turn their company green. It's a step-by-step process. You actually use a checklist and go through the items, and it covers everything from transportation to stormwater management, energy usage, commitment, and you can follow the program. They're online. It's greencorecompany.org. If you go in there, you'll find the resource guide. And I was happy to borrow some of the materials I used from studies at Empire State College and put them in there. But as a Word doc, it ended up 194 pages long, and it's all based on CNY resources. So you can go in there and link to Greening USA, Empire State College, Cornell University, Syracuse University, U.S. Green Building Council, SUNY ESF, and it just goes on and on and on. There must be hundreds of links. If you go on to the website, if you're interested in any Central New York sustainability resources, you would just simply, it's no fee or anything. This is a voluntary program for companies, and people can go on there, register, and you can go to the resource guide, and it'll link you to all the resources, anything from the tech center to here, really. So it's kind of a neat thing. Then I also had an opportunity to work with a LED company. So I worked with them for about a year doing market research, so I was able to learn a little bit about an up-and-coming green technology.
I'm Hanah Ehrenreich. I do green workforce development at CMI Works, and I need to pare down my bio very much. I want to thank you for sitting through that and move on to the discussion points at hand. A couple years ago, I realized that along with a myriad of other partners in business and community, we were working on developing talent in 5 counties to address what we had thought was going to be, again, the booming green jobs economy, and I'm really happy you pointed that out. Since gas has almost reached $4 again, I'm hoping it's going back up. But there's lots of stuff that is going on now, that has been going on, brewing for 5, 10 years, 20, 25, 35, depending on what part of the city and what industry you're working in. And we started coalescing around certain specific growth areas in Syracuse 5 years ago when I started at CNY Works. The main growth areas that we started in were energy and environmental systems, indoor air quality, and renewable energy and technology. And in there somewhere is also green building and deconstruction. Biofuels, which again, $4 gasoline, very happy about. Sorry guys. Biofuels was also very much growing, but that was more outside of Onondaga County and Syracuse. I'm not going to touch on it as much. You can find a list of what we defined as green jobs. And as with many things, word choice is important. What did the fish say when it hit a wall? All right, you got to think around some things. Thank you for laughing. That was nice. We went straight to the sources. Green collar jobs in Van Jones's organization out in California. We defined green jobs as jobs that were in sustainable and renewable use in industries that were interested in reducing their carbon footprints, were interested in developing a holistic approach to their business model beyond the triple bottom line in a lot of cases. For businesses that are making solar panels, obviously what they use in terms of materials is important, but they're also generating renewable energy. For businesses that are looking to outsource their company, their workforce to areas of the world that don't have labor standards, that's also something you have to consider in terms of whether or not that job is green. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I wrote it down, so you can read it and be bored at on your own time. Actually, CMI Works, on our website, we have a green collar jobs resource list. It's buried on the first page on the left-hand side. On it, you also have some resource links to things that my friend here was talking about, green core companies, We also set up a number of partnerships, Green Corps companies, Greening USA, U.S. Green Building Council, as well as some more social events like Green Drinks. Green Drinks is an international happy hour. We have it here, we've had it for a couple of years, and it's the second Thursday of the month. You just missed it. But next month, we're actually going to go to Robert's Office Furniture. They're a major remanufacturer of office furniture that just opened a showcase in Cicero. You'll read about it on the website. But anyway, these resources, the public gathering space to talk about green, what is green, how do we grow green business, that all is critical. It's critical not only to finding and pursuing green careers, but also really launching and supporting green businesses. Though my work deals mainly with running a grant, and a grant for people who don't have the resources, generally speaking, to go to college, who have criminal backgrounds, who have English language difficulties, who are new Americans. And we have achieved tremendous success with this population, and it's all their work. I cannot claim credit for it. Our numbers are blowing everybody out of the water in terms of employment. So I'm really excited about that, but I didn't do it. Anyway, even though we're working mainly with that population physically, our partnerships are all over the place. I've been working with Frank Satir, with Green Corps companies. This is tremendous. Syracuse is really doing unbelievable things in terms of understanding green business. Green Corps is about universal business labeling. Any business can be part of a Green Corps company, can be a Green Corps company. U.S. Green Building Council came up with a building system. Greening USA is doing the 10 traits of sustainable communities for municipalities. I'm sorry, I'm going on too long. But, what? 12 traits. Oh my God, I missed 2. 12 traits for sustainable communities. I shouldn't, yes, okay, anyway. We have record innovation in this area, is what I'm trying to communicate here. And part of what I do at CNY Works, part of what has made our efforts in the region so strong is the collaborations and the partnerships. I sat down with Frank Satir from Green Corps companies 2 years ago, and he was telling me how the people are, in a lot of cases, the change agents in smaller businesses. And a lot of small businesses, in addition to trying to figure out what their hiring needs are really trying to find people out there who already know how to run a sustainable business, how to be in a sustainable business. So we connected him to a training program that already existed at the Business Office Administrative Training, or BOAT program, with the Women's Opportunity Center. She took, Peggy Woods, who runs that center, took the list of Green Corps company criteria and turned it into a training program. Presto changeo, now we have green workforce, credentialed, ready to go out there and work in your business. I've had numerous meetings at the Center of Excellence. I think it is a hallmark achievement of architecture and engineering, and I don't know how to turn down the shades in the conference room when I need it to be dark. A lot of what green is in a business, in an office, is training, it's understanding and embracing fundamentals on how you deal with and problem solve everything in a business. So that's what I'm interested in doing, and that's what I'm interested in working with partners to do.
A lot of things we agree. I think there's a lot of commonality between the things we've heard from our panelists here today. My name again is Brian Macrae with Synapse. You know, it's interesting that the very basic concept of our discussion here tonight is about evolving and looking at redefining your careers. And in a lot of ways it mirrors our evolution of our business, ourselves. But before I get into a little bit of that and some of the platforms we're working with, I just want to thank Dr. Shrimpton, Michael, Empire State College for the opportunity to be here. It's wonderful to see such a great turnout and the interest that people have in really helping continued personal and professional growth. At Synapse, we started out with really 2 core businesses, a wholesale environmental insurance brokerage agency and an environmental risk management company. We've really evolved that over the last 8 years to a point where we don't even refer to ourselves anymore as environmental risk managers or environmental insurance brokers. It's to the point that looking at how to problem solve, trying to figure out our clients' needs and how is it that we can help facilitate their business objectives. There's lots of definitions of sustainability out there. Means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. The way we look at it is really a 3-legged stool. There's 3 aspects: economic, social, and environmental, obviously. That's where we came from. So we've always utilized those three factors in looking at our own projects and initiatives as well as advising our clients. Within our platforms, we started in 2003 as a commitment to our own personal beliefs, a not-for-profit organization that has 5 different arms. It's called Synapse Sustainability Trust. One of the initiatives is QSCAR, which Hanah is familiar with. It's a car sharing program locally for the community. We also started EV Plug Site, which we were fortunate enough in 2009 to be awarded a $1.4 million grant from the Department of Energy for the installation of 68 charging stations throughout the city of Syracuse and the city of Rome, which we just completed. We have an entity called the Restoration Tree Trust. It really helps municipalities do an evaluation of their canopy and look at ways of reforesting those canopies through a patented technology in rapidly growing trees. They grow 3 times faster than normal. It helps with carbon sequestration and stormwater absorption. And then we have Energy 21st Symposium, which is hosted by Rita Jaser every year at the Links Area Village. I encourage all of you to look into it and attend if you can. It's April 27th. And Rita really has a wonderful panel from the president of president of NYSERDA through the DEC commissioner. This year it's on renewable energy, and it's really a wonderful opportunity. And then we have UBRIC, which is a Universal Brownfield Revitalization Corporation, which is where we really started looking at helping municipalities deal with brownfields and taking the properties off of tax roll, getting them back into productive use. In our for-profit side of our businesses, we've been fortunate enough where we've had continued growth over the last several years and needed additional office space. We presently have an office in an historic building in downtown Syracuse, but we were just popping out of the seams. So there was an opportunity for a building next door. It was 4,000 square feet. We partnered with Onondaga County to look at the redevelopment of what's known as the Eastern Gateway into Syracuse Downtown Business District. We are redeveloping that property and building to be LEED. That was one of the measuring units. LEED existing building platinum. And through that, we're implementing a lot of different innovative technologies. Really as a demonstration for our clients and also for others on how to redevelop a distressed urban asset. We've installed the first ever approved solar panel system in downtown Syracuse, and really New York State wide. It's National Grid's Environmental Service Bulletin didn't allow for the installation of solar panels in the downtown network. So that included Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, and Schenectady. That's a perfect place for PV, is downtown businesses, lots of roof space, and they just flat out wouldn't allow it. Well, we kind of were that fish in the wall, and we said we have to think around it. So we worked with National Grid and the Public Service Commission to get them to revise their policy. They're now accepting applications on a case-by-case basis. We've installed in the downtown business district over 40 charging stations, 9 at our headquarters. They're publicly available. We have 100% stormwater collection in partnering with the county and their Save the Rain program. It's something, again, everybody should look into. It's an opportunity that is the first of its kind throughout the country. And it's really a fabulous program. They're doing wonderful things that really can turn around the city of Syracuse and Onondaga County. We have purchased, in addition to our renewable energy that we're generating through solar panels, we're purchasing 100% wind for the balance of our electric through wind. So we're 100% renewable. We've also invested significantly in HVAC improvements, where we just finished an evaluation. I think we're 92 on the LEED program. So it's 75 gets you Energy Star, and we're at 92 out of 100. So we're pretty happy to see that result. Lastly was really education and awareness. You know, one of the biggest, I don't know how familiar anybody is with LEED, maybe show of hands. That's good. It's a rating system, again, out of 100. And to reach platinum, you have to get 80 credits. 15 of those credits is in transportation. And that really is something that, what the intent of that is to reduce single commuter trips. So you take a car into your office by yourself, that counts as a trip. In order to maximize that credit, you have to achieve a 75% reduction. And we worked with our employees to develop a policy where they are doing that. And so we maximize that credit in large part through education awareness and the cooperation of our employees. So that's the largest credit gap out there. It could have been zero. Everybody could have said, nope, I want to take my own car. They didn't. They rallied around it. They understood the overall concept that we were trying to achieve.